Oh, okay. Shania, you're welcome. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. I gave you some work to do. May I know whether you did it? Because we are supposed to begin with a presentation. You share your screen and present to me what you wrote about the learning activity I gave you.
Still trying to
Sorry?
get to my account on Yaaka.
Your volume is low. I didn't get you clearly.
I'm still trying to get to my Yaaka digital analysis.
You're trying to log in.
Pardon?
You can share your screen and so that I can be seeing what you're doing. You've told me you're sharing, you're logging in, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, but I think did you do the work? Because you would have done it in either Microsoft Word or any software program you're comfortable with. So I don't think you're going to get the answers from the site. Is it where you put them?
No.
Okay, I want to see the answers for the learning activity I gave you in the group.
I did the work in my book.
Oh, you did it in your book.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so after the engagement, you're going to take a snap. You're going to take pictures of that work and send the work to me, or you can send the work to the WhatsApp group so that I can pass through it to see. Meanwhile, in the next activities, the other activities you're going to be doing, you have a laptop, isn't it? Do you? Shania, do you have a laptop?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know how to use Microsoft Word,
Yes.
even PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay, so the other activities I'm going to be sending to you, you'll be doing them on the computer so that you can send them to me on the website. Let me share the screen and we'll show you how you can share that learning activity or any assignment.
Okay.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I was saying that you're going to be sending the learning activities or assignments in this website. So when you log in to your account, you go under messages, you click on new, you type here. This you already know, isn't? Do you know how to send a message?
Yes.
Okay, so you type there the recipient subject, but since you're sending a file, there is here an option of attaching a file. Let us take an example of you did your work in Microsoft Word. Actually, let me attach here some file of Microsoft Word and send to you. Shania. Is it the name you use on the website? Shania?
Shania to message.
So as after doing your work in Microsoft Word or PowerPoint, and after doing all this, you come to this option, you click on it, and it will tell you to upload file. So you click on upload file and look for the file, and you look for your work. For example, if your work is under computer senior 2, maybe it is this one. So you click on it and then say open. After it will get attached here, and you will be able to send that work. So you click on send message. So I will save the work that you've attached here. Then I will be able to mark it and give you the feedback. Meanwhile, doing it in Microsoft Word or PowerPoint will also help us in presentation, because when you come for an engagement, I expect you to present and discuss for me the questions that I gave you. Then after presenting what you have, you go ahead and ask any question about what you've presented. Maybe you've presented something, but you didn't get well. So I'll be able to correct it and throw more light about it. And then after your presentation, I can also add in something if at all there is something you left behind about that question or that learning activity. So I add on, and then, yeah, basically that's how we are supposed to run our engagements. It is supposed to be learner-centered. So I can share the question, we'll go through it. Since you have your answers in so you are supposed to use either Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, spreadsheet, if it's possible, database. So you use any software of your choice to explain computer software, system software. So these, yeah, system software with examples, and then application software as well. And tell me what computer software is according to what you have in the book.
Computer software. Computer.
I'm listening in, Daniel.
Computer software.
Yes, what is computer software?
Computer software refers to the set of electronic instructions and of electronic instructions that control the operation of a computer.
Okay, thank you. Can you briefly add on anything, as in try to explain it according to what you understand by it?
So I think they mean like, like when you're using your computer, there's some, okay, there's some, how do I explain? There's some procedures which you have to follow, and these procedures are the ones which help you like when you're using your computer, they are the ones which help you, like in terms of when you're using the computer, they're the ones which help you to control the system.
Okay. Okay, let's deal on one by one. So computer software, thank you. As you've said, it involves the set of instructions, and these instructions are supposed to be digital. That's why you will either include digital instructions or electronic instructions. So the set of, let me reshare the screen, though. So set of instructions that will guide the computer hardware on what to do, or that will guide the whole operation of the computer. So computer software is the set of digital instructions that control the actions of the computer. When we talk of computer software, or when we talk of software, these are instructions. Therefore, they are not tangible, they are not physical. They are intangible and they are not physical. So they are just the instructions that will help you in the operation of the computer. As you're operating the computer, you have to follow some instructions. And these instructions are also the same instructions that will tell the hardware how to work. Because if at all, you know what computer hardware is, isn't it?
Yes.
So if, for example, can you give me some of the hardware components of a computer?
Like examples,
Yes, examples.
we have we have like we have the keyboard, mouse.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. So these hardware components, if we do not have the software, these hardware components are going to be of no use, because it is these instructions that tell the hardware components how to work. If you get your computer with a keyboard and a mouse, and you just place them there, they will not do anything unless there are some instructions. For example, you, the user, if you take on some instructions and use these keyboards and the mice, then they will be able to work. So a set of instructions that tell hardware how to work is also computer software. And the process of making this software is called programming, because this software just made, they are actually programmed. So, and the process of making them up is called programming, or it is called coding. Coding from codes. If you want to come up with a software, you join different codes and come up with software. For example, you can talk over Microsoft Office, that's a package of software. So these software programs are designed by programmers. The people that design the software are called programmers. So basically, computer software, computer hardware cannot be of use without computer software. And if we check in our site where we are supposed to read from, this computer software, we can look at this first statement. It's very good. the usefulness of computer hardware depends a lot on available software and the ability of users to evaluate, monitor, and control that software. So the purpose of the computer hardware depends much on the software you have and the user that is going to use that software. If you do not have the software, the usefulness of computer hardware will not be seen. But on the other side, if you also have the software, but you have no user who can actually evaluate this software, monitor and control the software, again, computer hardware will not be of use, and even the software itself. Because for the software to tell the hardware how to work, this software will need the user. So basically, you need the user and the software to make hardware useful. So for it to be useful, you will need software, and you also need the user who understands how to use this software. So I hope I'm clear.
Yes.
About computer software. Do you have any question about computer software before we go on?
No.
All right. The other question in our learning activity was, is it this? No. Where is our learning activity? Okay, it was asking for system application and system software. So after looking at computer software, this computer software is categorized into two. So there are basically two major types of computer software or categories of computer software. And this is where we see system software and application software. So since you already have this in your books, can you share with me what system software is? Let me stop sharing first. Let me copy.
System software is the system software that manages and coordinates other computer programs and activities.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so when we talk of system software, it includes managing and coordinating all other computer programs. And we have an example here as operating system. But when we look here, let me look for it from here. So basically, system software does not specify on what to work on. It coordinates all the activities and all the operations of the computer. Whatever takes place in the computer is coordinated by system software. So when you look at this, you see that, can you read for me what is on this slide?
On system software.
Yes.
System software, e.g. the operating system, manage and coordinate all the other computer programs, devices, resources, and activities.
Okay, so you're going to also read for me this. Let me share it here. Can you read for me what is on this slide?
This is a software which control and manage the operations of the computer and its devices. System software serves as the interface between the user, application software, and the hardware. Types of system software: operating system, utility programs, and programming languages.
All right, thank you. So, okay. So when you talk of system software, this kind of software will help you manage and control all the operations of the computer, and not only the computer, but also the devices. So basically, you make sure that you do not have, you do not specify, you do not have specific in your definition of system software, as we shall see for the one of application software. For system software, it will help you in coordinating and controlling and managing all the operations of the computer. So this is a kind of software, or these are instructions that will control and manage all the operations of the computer. And the types are, we have operating system, utility programs, and programming languages. We shall look at them in details. So basically, this is for system software. Can we go ahead with the application software, or you have a question about system software?
No.
Okay, so the other question in our learning activity was asking us about the application software. Can you read for me what you have in the book about application software?
Application software is a software that solves the specific needs of a user.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anything to add on that in form of
just
explaining?
Explaining.
Mm.
Like if you want to do a specific action, that will be the, I think the explanation could be like if you want to, let's say for example, maybe like okay, some specific action you can do on a computer. These application software, they're the ones which you can use to fulfill it.
Oh, okay, thank you. So, as you have said, application software programs that are designed basically to solve specific problem or specific end user needs. So if you have something specific you want to solve, you will need what we call application software. Let us first read from here. So you can see that these are programs that are designed to solve specific end user needs. If you miss out the word specific, then your question will, your answer will be half-baked. So you make sure that you have specific in your definition of application software. It is basically designed to solve some specific problem for the user. For example, we have a number of them. We have all the Microsoft Office programs, application software programs. For example, we have what we call spreadsheet or Microsoft Excel. Have you used Microsoft Excel before?
No.
But you have used Microsoft Word, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think are some of the uses of Microsoft Word? When do you need to use Microsoft Word?
When you want to maybe type like a document and like something to send to someone, maybe like via email, you can attach the file and send if it's important information.
Okay, thank you for that. So in that, okay, you've talked of document and then type send to the email. Okay, So you can type a letter, and you can also come up with a document, any document using Microsoft Word. So if you have, in this case, typing a letter or a letter will be our specific need, we as the users or the consumers. So it is this application software, Microsoft Word, that is going to help us meet our need of typing a letter. So we shall see that Microsoft Word is one of the examples of application software programs. And then the other Microsoft Excel I was asking you about is used for carrying on, for example, calculations.
Yes.
Yeah. So what you're seeing on the screen is Microsoft Excel sheet. So this is how the Microsoft Excel looks like. And if you want to carry on some calculations, you will be able to do them from this document. We shall see how we can use it to calculate different things. If, for example, if you have some marks and you want to come up with total, you want to come up with average and so on, you will be able to use this. So in this case, our specific need will be carrying on calculations. And the application software that is going to help us meet this need is Microsoft Excel. So Microsoft Excel can also be an example of the application software. So these are programs that are basically used to solve a specific problem or to carry on a specific task. If you want to carry on calculations, you cannot use PowerPoint. You will specifically need Microsoft Excel for this because it was designed purposely for helping the users carry on calculations. Are we together?
Yes.
Okay, so for now about application software, that's what we can talk of, unless you have a question about the application software.
No.
So, okay, if we also look, we can also look in our notes on the site, what we have about application software. Can you read for me this?
Application software is the one that solves the specific needs of the user. These include word processors, paint, calculator, and games.
Okay, thank you. So this also affirms that application software programs are designed to solve specific needs of the user. And the examples we have here are word processors. Now, the Microsoft Word we've talked of, which helps us type letters and other things, is under word processors. Then we also have paint, calculators, and games. You cannot use a calculator for typing a letter, can you?
No.
So it was specifically designed to solve a specific task. And what is that task, if I may ask? What do we use calculators for?
To solve equations.
Okay, so
Calculate.
yeah, to carry on different calculations. And that will qualify it as an application software. We also have games. These game apps are basically designed to play games. You cannot use a game app to do something else because it was specifically designed to carry on that task. So basically that's all about the application software. Yeah, and that was all in our learning activity. We only had computer software, system software, and application software.
Yes.
Okay. I took you through how to send in your work after doing it, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So if you do not have any question, I'm going to design you another learning activity for our next engagement. You will go and attempt that learning activity, answer it, but this time don't use your book, you use your computer. So
Yes.
so that you can send in that work. I mark that work and send it back to you. And even in the next engagement, you'll be able to present to us what you will have prepared for us.
Yes.
Okay. Any question before we end the engagement?
I wanted to ask about, okay, where do the RAM and ROM things fall under?
Okay. Now, RAM and ROM, these are storage. They are basically used for storage. ROM, I think you know how the abbreviations, how they are in full.
Yes.
Okay, so they are not under computer software, they are under computer hardware, and these are they are storage, they are used for storage. And yeah, they are used for storage. Unless you need a full engagement about it, we can prepare it, but that is under computer hardware, senior one work. But if you need to know more about it, you can tell me, we'll prepare an engagement about it. Yes.
Well, in senior one, we didn't have, okay, like our teacher was very busy and we didn't go through those things. He just gave us notes, so I don't understand most of them.
Oh, okay. All right, so let me see what to do. You go back, go through your notes, those notes you're talking about, and then send me a message on this site. You send me a message about the topics you didn't get clearly, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for example, computer hardware, you've talked of RAM and ROM, those are under computer hardware. I've noted that, but you can also send more in the messages. I can actually prepare some learning activities about those topics that you didn't get clearly, so that we don't move ahead when you didn't understand the previous work, right?
Yes.
Okay, so first to go back, read through all the content, and then send me a message. I'm going to be waiting for that message.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Any other inquiry?
No.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for coming along. A good afternoon.
Likewise. What is your name?